Greetings fellow gamers, welcome back to the third episode of Turbo Chicken Simulator Game Development Diary. I'm Ivan, one of the developers here at Balkanware, and we got a lot of exciting stuff to delve into today. In this episode, we're going to dive into something a bit different. We'll be exploring how translucent UI works in video games, and how we will turn this into this. In addition, we got a special announcement coming at the end, so stay tuned for that. Before we begin, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and don't forget to add Turbo Chicken Simulator to your Steam wishlist. The link is right at the top of the video description. Translucent UI is quite common in modern video games, but you've probably seen it in other places as well, like on mobile phones, websites, and even in desktop environments. Now, let's talk about how we will achieve this effect. In our case, we'll implement a very optimized two-pass Gaussian blur with downsampling. Gaussian blur gets its name from the Gaussian function. The Gaussian function, also known as the Gaussian distribution or normal distribution, is a mathematical function that describes the probability distribution of a continuous random variable. It is named after a German mathematician, Carl Friedrich Gauss, who made a significant contribution to its study. We'll start by creating a shader, a special type of program written for the graphics processing unit, GPU for short, that will go through each pixel and calculate the horizontal blur value of that pixel. Except for the original image, our shader will take in two additional parameters, sample count and blur width. Sample count will determine how many neighboring pixels we sample from the current pixel, and blur width will determine the distance between the pixels that we sample. We'll combine the values of the current and neighboring pixels based on the Gaussian function. This will result in an image that's blurred horizontally. Now we'll repeat the process, but this time we'll apply a vertical blur, and we'll apply it to the image that was already blurred horizontally. And just like that, we have a beautifully blurred image. We can adjust our variables to control the level of blurriness. But there's a problem. This method isn't very optimized since it runs for each pixel on the screen. So we will optimize it by downscaling the original image 16 times. Then we will apply two-pass blur and upscale it back to the full screen size. It is now much faster because there are fewer pixels to process and we get a much blurrier image with less samples. You could call it a win-win situation. Finally, we use this new image as a background texture for our UI elements. We'll create a new shader that will sample the blurred image based on the position on the screen and multiply it by the UI element's color to create some really interesting results. And that's it, we have a translucent UI that looks much better than our old opaque UI. But wait, before we wrap things up, we got a big announcement to make. Turbo Chicken Simulator is coming to the Steam Early Access on the 3rd of November. Mark your calendars, this is your chance to get the hands on the game before the full release. We want to hear from you. Leave your suggestions, ideas and feedback in the comment section below. Also, don't forget to join our Discord community for more behind-the-scenes insights and discussions. You'll find the link to the Discord server in the video's description. That's it for our third Turbo Chicken Simulator Game Development Diary. Thank you all for joining us on this epic journey. Stay tuned for more exciting updates, and until the next time, keep those feathers flying.